First-round action in the Western Conference playoffs continues with Game 4 here on EA Sports. We're at Moda Center in downtown Portland, Oregon. Tonight, it's the Portland Trailblazers getting set to match up with the Los Angeles Lakers. And welcome, I'm Ed Cohen, joined by my partner, Jay Williams. And Jay, you look at the Blazers coming in. They lead this series 2-1 with a chance to get a step closer to moving on at home in Game 4.
And this has been a back-and-forth seesaw kind of series. It's had a little bit of everything now. But I think Game 4 is where the rubber starts to meet the road. This is where the intensity really starts to pick up, and I think we'll see that tonight.
Whiteside to Lillard. 5 on the shot clock. Lillard. Tough shot. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender.
Flushes down the slam. Jay, that's a strong connection.
And it's always about the play before the play. Look how the eyesight was able to connect between two players. We call that an eyesight contract. Because when you have a contract that's signed, sealed, and then delivered like that, that's how great plays are made.
Lillard, defended by Cousins. D has got it. Damian Lillard missed his first. That one goes.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Rondo, defended by Lillard. To Danny Green. Knocked loose. Blazers come away with it.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
Lillard to McCollum. Here comes the screen. Curling inside. Count it.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
James to Davis. Anthony Davis. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Come on. You knew that setup was coming the whole game. But you were patient and you waited until the right moment to use it.
McCollum. His first effort off the mark. Across the timeline comes James. Looking to make something happen. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending.
That's how you do it. You stay in his pocket and you never give him any space at all. You make him smell you every single possession.
To McCollum. Shot from the lane won't go. Cousins matched up with Carmelo Anthony. The jumper's off the mark.
And so much of the shot is before the shot even occurs. As a defense, make him do things he's uncomfortable with. Stay up on him, make him catch the ball outside of his comfort zone.
Rondo into the front court. Down 2. Down low for Davis. Anthony Davis. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
Old school equals high percentage.
Lillard to McCollum. To Lillard. It goes down.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
LeBron James with the rock. To Davis. Hassan Whiteside able to recover with the block. Nice swat that time.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
To Lillard. Anthony. Fine to shoot. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Davis to Danny Green. Cousins to Davis. Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dogfight.
From the painted area, won't go down. Rondo with the basketball. Shot clock's off as they'll search for a tying bucket. And scores, plus the foul. Patented move for Anthony Davis, and a chance at three.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Anthony Davis at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. Free throw up and good. And the three-point play puts them up early in this one. Lillard against Markieff Morris. Straight on three. At the buzzer. A three-pointer at the buzzer is good. They can check it all they want, but that clearly was fired in time. And it gives them the lead after one quarter. Jay, one quarter down. Both sides getting a feel for where this game is going.
Yeah, both teams have came out. They play with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
Short jumper stays out. McCollum with the basketball. Two-point advantage. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Trailblazers take over. McCollum. C.J. McCollum. 3 for 6 now.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
It's Cook with the basketball. Down just a couple. Yusuf Nurkic sends it away. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Wesley Johnson. New blood coming in for both sides. Cousins. To Davis, down low. Scores from the post.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Portland's got it. Take stock of the floor. Driving is Lillard, but his shot won't fall.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Yes, Carmelo Anthony. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
You see, the savvy players, they can create contact. They can throw their arms into you, even their bodies into you, and as soon as the refs blow the whistle once or twice and you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
Yusuf Nurkic with a piece. McCollum into the front court. Leads a bucket. To Lillard. The drive, right to the basket. Shot from in close, no good. Davis to Cousins. They go down to Davis. No, I missed a short one there. Lillard to Anthony. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And the Lakers with the rebound. LeBron with it up top. They trail by 2. To Cousins. James to Davis. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Anthony Davis tips it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Danny Green for 3. Buries the wide open 3. That's too easy.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Lillard to McCollum. Going to launch beyond the arc. Can't get the bounce. Danny Green up against the Weber State product. To Davis. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. Able to convert inside.
Here's a tip for your defense. You can't give him that much space. You have to push up into his personal space and make him play the majority of the possessions with his back to the basket. Because if you allow him to open up, there's no stopping.
And he hits.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size. But in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
James to Davis. McCollum in a matchup with Boogie. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Deep 2 there. Won't go. We've reached halftime here in Game 4. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Lakers have themselves a narrow lead. It's obvious how these guys scored the majority of their points, and that's in the paint. They did a great job of scoring down low. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Trailblazers aren't down by too much at the half. And even though they're losing, You don't see a lack of confidence from their shooters. That could be the difference for them in the second half. These are the guys getting buckets for the Portland Trailblazers.
Game track. Field goals.
This is the type of game fans want to see. Lots of great scoring with no signs of slowing down. More fireworks are sure to come after the halftime break.
Player of the half.
Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
LBJ. To Cousins. Danny Green to Davis. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To McCollum. And he throws it down. Big finish for Hassan Whiteside. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
To James. Nothing going here on that drive. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
LeBron James trying to cash in on the 3-point play. For his career, 73%. The free throw, good. Caps off the 3-point play. The lead is 4. It's Portland ball. Lillard to Whiteside. Trying to cash in. Not today.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
To Cousins. It's James. Short jumper misses. Anthony to Whiteside. Great feed. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Knocks down the first. And he makes them both. LBJ with it. Nothing going here on that drive. James to Danny Green. James smothering D.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Here comes the screen to Lillard. DeMarcus
The
Cousins
one-round
with the
NBA
block.
playoffs
This will get out of
2020
bounds.
games
Last
and
touch by
highlights
Cousins.
coming up next.
Portland has 4 to shoot. It's Lillard for 2. Damian Lillard at the line for 2 shots. Career 88% from the line. And he connects on the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. It's James controlling the offense. Rondo matched up with Carmelo Anthony. To James. Rondo off the mark. Doesn't have the touch. No. Oh, and a putback.
He usually pays his bills doing things around the perimeter. Nice work right there around the rim.
LeBron into the front court. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. To Cousins. James. And scores, plus the foul. Patented move for Anthony Davis. And a chance at 3.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Anthony Davis at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Hasn't missed yet. And he adds the free throw. Lillard in a matchup with Quinn Cook. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Game 4 Minnesota
When the ball's in
Timberwolves
his hands,
4-3 Los
we all knew
Angeles
what was
Clippers
gonna happen.
3-6 final.
Lakers ball. To Davis. Knocks it down off the step back.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Lillard up against Cook. Here comes the screen. To Lillard. 4-3. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Davis. Cousins there for the rebound. Cook to bring it into the front court. His guys can get a 2-for-1 if they time this out. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
D's got it. Damian Lillard. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
It seems like yesterday I was rapping with this kid during the NBA pre-draft workout. He looked scrawny. Nobody knew if he could really make it. But the arrow continues to point straight up for Dame Lillard. Another terrific season. A first-time All-NBA first-team player.
Game
Tied
4
for
Denver
fourth in the league in
Nuggets
scoring
2-9
last year.
Sacramento
This
Kings
kid
3-1
is no doubt
final.
about it. Dame time.
Deep threes at the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way. The Lakers have the lead. It's the Blazers with the basketball as we start the fourth quarter. We've got a one-possession game going on. This has the look of a race that's going down to the wire.
And it looked that way from the very beginning, but this is where the coaches and the best players on the floor really earn their money down the stretch. It's game time.
They'll get it down to Davis. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Los Angeles has the basketball. To Davis. And he finishes at the rim.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Lillard, guarded by Cook. From the outside, no good.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Davis. Carmelo Anthony swats it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Lillard. Scores from the post.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Lakers at the controls right now. JaVale McGee to Kyle Kuzma. Down low for Davis. Kuzma to Davis. Shot from in close, no good. Lillard to Anthony. Has a look. And the reward, he's going to the line.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Into front court comes Rondo. Leads one. Screen coming. Driving is Rondo, but a shot won't fall. Lillard up against the 8-time All-Star. Dwight Howard pins it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Screen coming. The screen sets him up for two.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Here's Rondo with it. His guys now trailing by a point. Hassan Whiteside rejects it. That's his third block this evening.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Cousins. Five to shoot for Los Angeles. James. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Trailblazers with the basketball. Down to Labissiere. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper off the mark.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
McCollum with the basketball. His guys now down by a point. To Whiteside. Defense making the ball handler work. Anthony down to Labissiere. Won't go.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
We'll get a stoppage here. Timeout Portland. It's just their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with one more. Time to shuffle things up. McCollum to Ken Bazemore. McCollum sizing up Cousins. Deep three at the buzzer. Hits it. And the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
And body controls everything, especially on the defensive side of the floor. That was a great contest up top, but your body hit him on the way down. That's a foul every time.
Ken Bazemore with a chance at a 4-point play. 71% for his career. Three-pointer plus a free throw on that trip. Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout. They trail by one. Who's it going to be as they get ready for the final shot? Deep three at the buzzer. Yes! 3 for the win at the buzzer. My goodness! It came down to one shot. He stepped up and buried it to win the ball game.
got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers won in dramatic fashion, ending today's matchup with an incredible buzzer beater. You can see it again right here. You'll definitely be seeing this one on SportsCenter. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Trailblazers finished on the losing end of a close score. They shot exceptionally well from beyond the arc, but even that long-range efficiency wasn't enough for them to get the win. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Portland Trailblazers.
Game track. Three-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Anthony Davis could not have been more impressive in this game. The way he scored the basketball looked like he was playing with kids in high school. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.
Game 4 Los Angeles Lakers 4-5 Portland Trail Blazers 4-3 Final.